think most people watching right now, although there'll be a few crunchies in there, I guarantee, but most people watching right now are just here to listen and learn, and that's all we want to do as well. And we just, I guess, are lucky enough to have put some time into building a platform that allows us to get people to listen and learn for others as well. So thank you for that. It's kind. I might actually just throw a couple. Sorry, Joe.
Oh, sorry, just real quick. One of my favorite reactions from people that stumble across us is, we'll put up a video that's like, oh, something Te Tiriti related or that sort of thing. And then there's a thumbnail of me and Pat, two big beardy white guys. And you just see people come into the chat and you just see like confused comments from both sides. From Māori going, this is not what I expected. I came in here for war. And then also the other side of like, well, this isn't what I expected. I thought these people would have my back, but I'm getting beaten out of the chat. What's going on? I love that.
Yeah.
We have crunchies come onto our social media all the time. And
they're so lost. I'm like, what
the problem
are you
is that
doing
they use you stop using the victimhood mentality. They throw the insult, scribble face, barcode. You walk around the barcode on your face.
Always original, right?
Yeah, it's
always original.
Haven't heard that one.
And all that type of stuff. And the problem is that the system and the government is doing them over as well.
Yeah.
And so this current government, all their policies are there to suit the 3%, right? The 3% that control 70% of the country's wealth. And everybody else is being done over.
Yeah.
But every time you attack the system or the government, they over-identify themselves with the system and the government. And so they think that we're personally attacking them or we're personally attacking Pākehā. It's not that at all. When we attack the system and the government, we're attacking the system and the government for allowing these neoliberal type policies and lawmaking to go through that suits the 3% that control 70% of the country's wealth. That's who we're attacking. Yeah. And so, and the problem is people come in and they attack us and they're being done over. They're having to pay between 20 and 25% tax while the rich get to pay 9%. Some of them are paying no percent. You've got tax evasion costing this country $7 billion a year. You've got people who, you've got landlords that receive $3 billion.
284,000 empty homes. 284,000 empty homes.
That's 2 homes per every homeless person in this country. Yeah. You've got Māori who are dying 10 to 7 years earlier than everybody else. And so while we're attacking the system, you've got people coming out because they over-identify themselves with the system. And I feel sorry for them. But they're protecting the 3% who will benefit, right? Who will benefit from this government's legislative changes more than anybody else. And so nobody else is fighting for the 3%, for the 97%.
Yeah.
No.
But the 3% has been protected and fought by this right-wing government as we speak.
Boom. So we need a wealth tax. We have the solution for you. We need our wealth tax. And those allies with us on the other, they need to support our wealth tax. Otherwise, this is going to continuously go on and poverty is going to continually be a political decision.
Yeah.
Don't get me going. You don't want to get me going.
We do. That's the whole point. We do want to get you going. I was at Waitangi on Waitangi this year.
Yeah, I did hear you up there.
Yeah, and everyone, I think it should be our mecca. Everyone should get there at least once on Waitangi Day. And when you were just talking then, what you were describing is about people voting against their own self-interest. And we see that in America very clearly with, poor rural white Americans voting for Trump, for example. Chloe said something from the debate stage up there where she said, if you don't do politics, like if you don't get involved, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. And I went, yeah, that's, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You'll get done. If you don't get involved, you're going to get run over, basically. And I thought that was a very succinct bumper sticker that would go quite on a t-shirt.
It is. I mean, I think when we've got a government that's just so fixated on making life easy, it's got billions for landlords, and then it's got these huge luxury tax cuts, but just bloody crumbs debating over, our school lunches and. It's not budgeting. What we're experiencing at the moment is some of the most supreme economic violence that I think we've ever known. And I hear them sort of carry on about this was that and this was that. Yeah, well, actually, we can't compare anything to during the COVID period because that was just like off the radar.
Yeah.
But when you look at where they're going, and I think the way that Nicola Willis and actually Chris Bush, all of them just lying through the bloody gaps in their teeth, is that there's me on oral health again. It's pretty disheartening, and we have to really have those staunch discussions about how we're going to repeal and fix this up immediately. Like, I know people say 100 days, like, bro, you've got to have a 100-hour plan because what we've seen with the pay equity going on, and what we're seeing with the continual way that they took that off billions off the women, but then sort of had 1.7 billion for corporate tax, all this crap. Anyway, long story short, I think we need to be able to have a lot of discussions about what it is that typical people in Aotearoa want. And I don't think we do that enough. So when Chloe talks about, do politics where politics does you, actually, I think we need to say, do Aotearoa. And what we all want Aotearoa to look like and what it should have been like had the tiriti been honoured. Because people
Yeah.
would have been looked after a lot better.